And then he says, Thou comest like a silver deer through groves of coral flowers and bursts of glowing dreams. So you are living in a dream world. You are living in the inner bliss. You are in the inner trance, where the kings of pain cannot come and attack. You are living in the glowing dreams, bright dreams. There the kings of pain will not come and attack you. Or fierce like a wind goddess through leaves or roamest, O ruby-eyed, snow-winged dove, such a purity you have, your soul, like a snow-winged dove, flitting through thickets of thy pure desire, in the unwounded beauty, of thy soul. Yes, you are living in the glowing dreams, and therefore your beauty is unwounded, is not blemished, is not cleaved, is not riven. Which again means that, look, Savitri, your beauty is not going to remain unwounded for too long. You will have to suffer. These things are only images of thy earth, but truest the truth of that which in thee sleeps. Yes, your dreams, your happy company, dream eyes, snowing dove, etc., they are in your sleep. You are in a sleep, dream, and they are very happy there. They are not the truest of truth yet. They have to become real, concrete here. For such is the spirit, a sister of the gods. Thy earthly body lovely to the eyes, and thou art kin in joy to heaven's sun. Yes, that is your heavenly form, heavenly being, that is what you are. O thou who hast come to this great perilous world, now only seen to the splendor of that dream. Again you say, you are seeing this wonderful world of love through your dream. You are in the sapna. You are dreaming all that thing, not the concrete reality, Jagrata. Now only seen to the splendor of that dream. Yes, so in the dream, you can be very happy, very joyous, very bright, splendid, and all that kind of a thing. You can live in the dream, where hardly love and beauty can live safe. This perilous world, here, love and beauty cannot live safe. As long as you are in the dream, you are safe. But when you are going to step into this world, it is not going to be safe at all, where hardly love and beauty can live safe. Thyself a being dangerously great, a soul alone in a golden house of thorn, has lived warden by the safety of thy dream. You see, repeating that dream 3 times. Savitri, you are living in that loveliness of dream. You are imagining all those things. The Gandhamadana mountain, the Apsara, Rome, forest, etc., etc. You are living the splendor of that dream, but you will remain safe only as long as you live in the dream. Is that going to be your life? You have to come to reality of this world also. The dream will not be there anymore. And then we'll have to see, we'll have to hear the perilous music. We'll have to hear that. Has lived warden by the safety. See what a beautiful phrase. Safety of dream. Yes, I can remain like children. They remain happy in their own imagination. Nothing going to disturb them at all, you see. On heights of happiness, living doom asleep. Now he's talking. Yes, you are on the topmost peak of happiness here. And you are not aware that the doom is lying asleep there. His doom is sleeping at your feet. On heights of happiness, living doom asleep, thou hunts unseen the unconscious lives of men. If thy heart could live locked in the ideal's gold, if thy heart could live locked in the ideal's gold, if you remain forever in the world of that happy dream, it's wonderful. But how can you live forever? If it cannot remain locked always in the ideal's gold. You have to see the reality of this creation also, of this world. You have to speak with the kings of pain. As high as happy might thy waking be. If you always remain, if you are able to come out of your sleep, what you have seen and experienced in the dream, if you are able to bring the dream into your life, then you will be happy. But it is not possible. It cannot happen that way. You cannot remain locked in the ideal's gold. You will face this harsh world, this harsh creation. You have to face this thing. If for all time doom could be left to sleep, in other words, it is not going to be. Doom cannot be left to sleep. And you have to face the doom. If not today, tomorrow. It has to happen. If for all time doom could be left to sleep, Savitri is already made aware. If she is perceptive enough, sensitive enough to catch the hints, she knows that something bad is going to happen tomorrow. Already. She is wakened up to that. She is wakened up to that not as a kind of an admonition, not as kind of an omen which is shown to her, but she is woken up also to face that moment. Yes, I have been living here like a princess, happy, joyous, everybody taking care of me in every great respect, everybody serving me. But I have something else also to do, and Savitri has to wake up to that reality of this world, this vision, the mission which she has to fulfill here. She has to prepare for that, and therefore doom must arrive. If for all time doom could be left to sleep, it cannot be left to sleep. He spoke, but held his knowledge back from words. I don't know whether he has really held the knowledge back. Yes. He has said more than what he should have said. Yeah. Yeah, that is the art of the storyteller. That is the art of the storyteller. The suspense is there, the tension is quite taut, you see, the whole thing. He spoke but held his knowledge back from words. In other words, he has not simply uttered the word. He has told what is going to happen. Now that word will come later on after long exchange, this thing, that thing, etc., etc. And then you say, 12 months are given to him and her alone to be together. And this day returning, Satyavan must die. And he is telling that thing. He says that he is making that utterance that Satyavan will die after the return of this day in order to steal the will of Savitri, to make the will of Savitri firm. She had decided to marry Satyavan, and she should stick on to that decision, to steal, to make it firm, solid, the will of Savitri. He spoke but held his knowledge back from words, as a cloud plays with lightning's vivid love, but still holds back the thunder in its heart. Only he let bright images escape. I don't know whether these images are bright, but they are very suggestive. Yeah. His speech, like glimmering music, veiled his thoughts. So he is speaking, but everything is held back also. See. Pitiful to mortals, only to them it spoke, as wind flatters the bright summer air of living beauty and of pleasant bliss. He hid in his all-knowing mind the rest. To those who hearken to his celestial voice, the veiled heaven's pity throws on future pain, the immortal sanction same of endless joy. Yes, that is the sanction of the immortals, of the gods, of the future pain. Now, we'll quickly see some of these things. See, Narad was addressing to Savitri, who is this who comes, the bride? He was asking that question to Savitri basically. Rather, he's not really asking, he said, oh, who has come? Like that, you see. And he's describing all that thing. He's addressing the whole thing to Savitri. But Ashwapati answered to the seer. Now it is not Savitri, but Ashwapati. Now, that but is a wonderful word here. It is not Savitri who is going to answer. It is not anybody else but Ashwapati. He is, in the plain language, he is talking to Savitri, and this man has no business to talk anything at all. Savitri should answer. No, she is not going to take. He is going to say, but Ashwapati. He is talking all that thing to Savitri, so he should have just kept quiet and seen the response of Savitri, what she is going to say about that thing. But Ashwapati kind of makes haste and comes forward and says, but Ashwapati answered to the seer. Seer, you see, that is important because he knows that what he is going to say, what he is saying, has a kind of an inevitability in it. He has seen it. He has seen that thing, what is going to happen. He is a seer from that angle. And it is in response to that, Ashwapati is going to answer. In other words, we can say that it is Ashwapati who knows that Narad has seen that thing, of which no idea is available to Savitri, and certainly not to her mother. Savitri is saying Narad as a rose of God, splendid person there, as we have seen earlier. She doesn't see him as a seer in that sense. He sees somebody as a marvelous person, as we have seen earlier. But here, Savitri, as we have already seen earlier, saw like a rose of marble worshipping the fiery sweetness of the Son of Heaven.
How does she know it is the Son of Heaven?
That is all she says. But what is behind it, she doesn't know. Fiery sweetness only. She sees the sweetness part of it, brilliant sweetness. But the knowledge part of it is not there. She doesn't know. No, that is the point. Now, you mean to say that Ashwapati knew him?
I think he's famous enough. People realize it.
You see, he walks into the palace and he is welcome and all that.
Now you imagine if the Son of Heaven come here, he would not be able to sit with another one. We don't see. He must be different for sure.
Well, I mean, that
Because he is the Son of Heaven.
the fiery spirit is the Son of Heaven, that is all she. But that Narad is a seer, that part is not there for Savitri. What he is speaking, what he has seen, that she cannot. Therefore, it is Ashwapati, more appropriate thing is Ashwapati who would ask him. But Ashwapati answered to the seer. I think in a certain sense it's very logically tight, the whole description. I mean, the correlations are this here. See, let me tell you something different which is kind of assumed, taken for granted in the Indian psychology. Narad is taken by these people as a household figure. As a household figure, as a household person. Everybody knows him. He walks in the palace, he is received, welcome. See, he is walking straight away into the palace. No guard is going to stop him, nothing, you see. and he's going to sing for 1 hour and all that thing. He is given all the welcome reception and whatnot, you see. In other words, he is a very familiar person. In fact, in the Mahabharata story, Ashwapati says, "You are my preceptor, my teacher, my guru, and I will obey, I will accept what you are saying. I will accept what you are saying." You see. So it is in that context, it is taken as a kind of a household figure. Who is this that comes? It is not that Savitri is new to him in that sense. As I told you last time, I mean, oh, you have come. It's like that, you see. Like that. In that sense, you see. He is a household figure, well known to people like that, you see. If he has that eye, with that intimacy, that kind of an intimacy is there, you see. And but the description is very taut. Therefore, this but is a very beautiful but, I tell you. It could not have been more. It could not have been more beautiful. See, most effective also. And therefore he says, you see, he is not now Ashwapati because he is a king and he sang to them. The earthly seas were there around him. Therefore, his listening mind. It is Ashwapati's listening mind which was hearing what Narad has said so far. You see, his listening mind had marked the dubious close. The dubious close, if doom could be left to sleep forever, if for all time doom could be left to sleep. That's the dubious close. Because Ashwapati here is now occupied with the worldly duties, and therefore he is doing things with the listening mind. And therefore, to the listening mind, it is a dubious close. Ashwapati, as a yogi, as a seer, there is nothing dubious in that for him. An ominous shadow felt behind the words. Well, I think we can also feel the shadow, very thick shadow is there. What are you going to say? But calm like one who ever sits facing fate. That is the nature of Ashwapati. Calm like one who ever sits facing fate. The worldly sees that around him. He is surrounded by the worldly events, worldly cares. Here, amid the dangerous contours of earth's life, he answered covered thought with guarded speed. So he is also going to make a very cautious answer, measured answer. And he says, we'll take this later on, but just let us read this quickly, the sentence. O deathless sage who knowest all things here. Now that is the great qualification of Narad. That is the qualification of Narad in the eyes of Ashwapati. You are, of course, deathless. You are immortal. He says, he doesn't say immortal, he says deathless sage. He says deathless sage. He has taken a human form here and come here. There is a difference between the immortal and deathless. Yeah, yeah. Deathless means you can take birth and yet remain deathless. You can will to take birth and come. Deathless sage who knowest all things here. Well, in a certain sense, Ashwapati is kind of limiting down the knowledge of Narad. He is not giving the full credit to the knowledge which Narad has, because all things here, he knows not only all things here, he knows things elsewhere also. He knows all things, but here in the context of the event now, all here. If I could read by the ray of my own wish, well, I can ride on imagination, on my horse, on my wishes, and then see what happens. If I could read by the ray of my own wish, through the carved shield of symbol images which thou hast thrown before thy heavenly mind, I might see the steps of a young God-like life. That is the important thing. Ashwapati has already seen this future in Savitri's life. Young, godlike life. What? Steps of a young, godlike life. Savitri has discovered love, but Ashwapati is already seeing God life in her life. Happily beginning luminous night on earth, between the unknowable and the unseen, born on the borders of two wonder worlds. It flames out symbols of the infinite and lives in a great light of inner sun, lives in a great light of inner sun. Who lives? Savitri. The godlike life of Savitri is there in that. Lives in a great light of inner sun. That is what I see in what he says. It means he is asserting something very positive in the life of Savitri already here.